everybody, Shane and Leo here, reporting live from the couch in the living room here at Shoebox Legends World Headquarters, and we are coming to you today with some stunning news, an amazing video. As you can tell, we are incredibly excited to introduce a brand new segment here on the channel called Tradin with Leo. Now, you may be familiar with Rippin' with Leo. Those are the wildly popular segments that have gone on for almost 3 years now here on the channel, where I rip some cards while Leo dozes away in the background. What he brings to it is his awesome, adorable mug. Gives you something to look at. It's been a great partnership. I think they're easily some of the most popular videos in the entire YouTube card community. They have to be. So anyway, something happened during a recent one that honestly sent complete shockwaves through the hobby community. It's a story that was talked about everywhere. I think it was the biggest news in the hobby for at least a couple days. And it's because Leo, in a pack of 92 score Italian football, pulled the card, the Biffy. The 92 score Biffy. I know you probably think this is a reprint, but I assure you this is authentic. I'm holding this on camera. And not only that, it is the one-of-one pre-dinged upper left corner variation. Never seen another. This may be the only one in the world. And so we knew right away we had something special, and we put that aside into Leo's collection. But we didn't know how special until the trade offers started rolling in. And I'm talking big names here. Like, this is before Gary V had gotten out of the hobby. He phoned in a potential deal to Leo, which ultimately Leo turned down. Dr. James Beckett flew here to Shoebox Legends headquarters in his private helicopter to make an offer to Leo. Ultimately turned that down. But then a couple days later, we heard from my friend and yours, prominent member of the YouTube card community, Greg Miller from Midlife Sports Cards. And he made Leo an offer, as you can see, that he simply couldn't refuse. Not one custom T206 Greg Miller card, not two custom T206 Greg Miller cards, but those plus a Hulk Hogan sticker card. Just incredible. Leo loves to wrestle. Greg couldn't have known that, but this card really spoke to him. And after a couple days of consideration, Leo informed me that he was ready to make the deal and move forward. So we are going to carefully package up this one-of-a-kind, extremely valuable Biffy, get this off to the West Coast, and in the meantime, we got those beautiful cards back. Now, if that were the end of it, that would be great. Leo has tripled the size of his collection with this one trade. However, Greg had a great idea that I want to get behind, and that is maybe we could turn this into an ongoing trade-up for Leo. So what I'm going to do is I will offer anyone watching this video who is interested, if you would like to make a trade offer to Leo for any one of these three cards, simply get in touch with me. You can either leave a comment below, or you can find my email address in the About section of this channel. Let me know which of these three cards you're interested in and what you might be willing to trade Leo for one of the three cards. I will run it by him and we'll get back to you with our answer. So we'll see. Maybe this is a one and done and you'll never see this segment again. But if we get any compelling offers, we may be willing to deal any one or all of these three cards to see what we can turn them into for Leo and his personal collection. And furthermore, I'm going to kind of combine this with the Rippin' with Leo. We're also going to rip this 4-card pack of Topps Chrome. And if you see anything in this that you'd like to make an offer for, you can do that as well. So we got the 3 cards from Greg, the 2 customs, and the Hulk Hogan sticker. And then adding to that, we've got Keston Hiura, Lucas Giolito, a refractor of Yasmani Grandal for the White Sox. Maybe we got a White Sox fan out there that wants to wheel and deal. And then a sepia refractor of Ryan Yarbrough for the Rays. So 2 parallels in that pack and a couple base cards as well. So again, I'm going to move on now to some bargain pickups to close out the video, look at some other cardboard, but that's going to conclude the first of maybe many installments of Tradin' with Leo. So if you have any interest in trading for any of those 7 cards that we just looked at, drop me an email and Leo and I will get back to you. So now on to the bargain pickups, but before we do, as always, have to reward Leo here with a 1.5 calorie treat. Whoa, treat down, treat down. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so thank you to Greg. I'm sorry, I know as the comments roll in here, you're probably going to realize that Leo has robbed you blind. He's very, very shrewd. And I hate to say it, but I think he came out on the losing end of this deal, Greg. I know the Biffy is highly desirable, but those 3 cards you sent, I'm surprised you were willing to part with them. So that's a wrap for today. Let's take a look now at some budget pickups from the month. Stay tuned. All right, so this is probably going to be a little anticlimactic after witnessing one of the most epic community trades that we have ever seen in the first installment in this video, but I thought it might be fun to look at some budget pickups from the summer, from the month of August specifically. And these cards in this stack all have one thing in common, or I guess 2 things in common. Number 1, I've added them to my collection within the last, say, 3 to 4 weeks. And number 2, each one of them costs $10 or less. And so these are just some great examples that you can truly participate in and enjoy the hobby on any budget. I love an expensive card or a vintage Hall of Famer as much as anybody, but you don't need to spend big bucks to have a good time. And here's a card that's a great example of that I've shown so many times now. I keep pulling this one, but I'm trying to complete a page of these 9 2023 Prism Pete Rose red prisms. They're numbered to 199, so they're not really scarce, but they're not easy to find either. And sent one out recently to a hobby buddy that you may see pop up on YouTube here. So I replaced it when another one hit auction earlier this month. So I believe this gives me 7 copies now out of 9 in my binder, and I need just 2 more to fill up that page. And then at that point, you probably won't see those on the channel any longer. Certainly not with the frequency that you have. The next handful came in my latest COM-C order. I have just 1 hockey card, then we're gonna go back to baseball and other things. But from Metal Universe, the first year of the reboot of the Metal Universe hockey set in 2020, this is the Blue Spectrum Austin Matthews. This is not numbered. It's I think a retail exclusive, but I picked it up for the obvious team color match. And also this guy's a sniper. And if you're not a hockey fan, you may not know, probably the most likely candidate to approach like the Wayne Gretzky, Alex Ovechkin goal record later on down the road, at least out of current players in the NHL. So great Austin Matthews there. Here's a cool shot of Ebbets Field that was included on the Dodgers team card, franchise history card in the 2010 Topps flagship release. Now I picked up the serial numbered Topps Black parallel of this card a while back, maybe 3-4 months ago. And so I went ahead and grabbed a gold on COM-C. This was only like $1. And as is always the case, it is serial numbered to the year of release. So just 2010 of these out there. So great Ebbets Field card there. There's a non-sport pickup set that I've talked about recently from the Topps, I think it was called Heritage American Heroes release back in 2009. This is the Chrome George Washington, our founding father. Check that out. Can't beat George on chromium. And this will pair nicely with the vintage or pre-war George Washington that I picked up recently from my buddy Dan over at Old Sarge Collects. And what's really cool, these are numbered to 1776, these chrome, which I really, really dig. So cool George Washington card there. That was like $5 on COM-C. And then one more COM-C pickup from the 2018 Topps On Demand 3D release. Scooped up the Adrian Beltre, just because I love the contrast here between all his teammates lined up along the fence in the background and then him emerging from the dugout, tipping his cap to the fans. It's a very late career card of the Hall of Famer, and I just love this this 3D release. 2018 was the first year in a 5-year run for these Topps On Demand 3D, so pretty happy to snag that Beltre. Sticking with baseball for a little bit here, a player that I've talked about a few times this year, Vladimir Valentin, the current single-season home run leader for Nippon Professional Baseball over in Japan. I've been scooping up his cards and kind of forming a small, cheap player collection of his, and I really love this one from the 2023 Topps World Baseball Classic set. And this parallel I had not seen yet popped up. This is the black numbered to just 10. And check out the effect. It almost looks like atomic, but if you start moving the card, it's more, there are more like these pinwheels in the background that kind of move as you tilt the card. I did not know that it had that effect or what effect it would have. Had never seen one of these in hand before. I grabbed, a few different versions of these parallels early on in my Valentin pursuit, but when this black surfaced 99-cent starting bid, knew I had to take a shot at it. And obviously he's a really obscure player. I just love him because he holds that record. And so I was able to win this for $4. So pretty pumped with that. Numbered to 10 addition to the Valentine collection. And then next up, I have a couple buybacks. You won't be surprised by that. But I was really surprised at this. I was able to score this for $4.99. An Earl Wilson Topps Heritage box topper buyback. But not only that, this is his rookie card from 1960 Topps. He had a no-hitter in his career. In fact, a no-hitter in which he hit a home run, which I think is just awesome. I think that was in like 62. I could be wrong about that. Member of the Black Aces. He won over 20 games for, I think, the Detroit Tigers later in the decade. And just a really, really good kind of undervalued in the modern era player. And I was excited to find his rookie card, Red Sox card no less, in buyback format for $4.99. That was a buy it now, and it was an instant smash. And then I have an autographed buyback here as well. I've shown a few of these. Let's take this out of its case here. But from the Archive Signature Series release and the 2024 edition at that, these just came out recently. Got another edition of my 90 Topps project, Tim Wallach, for the Montreal Expos. The autograph, a little tough to make out because it's a darker card, but nice on-card auto, as these all are, numbered to 57 in this case. I don't care what the numbering is, the higher the better, because I just really want to get as many autographed cards as I can from this release. But check it out, 42 doubles, leading the league in 1989. The second time that he hit 42 doubles, also did that in 87 for the Expos. So sneaky good player. And again, I'll track down any 1990 Topps autograph that I don't already have, if the price is right or if I can afford it more accurately. And that was a card that I was really surprised went as cheaply as it did. Picked that up for $8 and change. So really not bad. And then the last buyback, about a rookie card Hall of Famer buyback from 1990 Bowman. This is from the 2017 Bowman 70th anniversary buyback program. It's a 1990 Larry Walker. So that's back-to-back Expos. Back-to-back Expos whose last name starts with W, as a matter of fact. But Walker was a great hockey player, actually, growing up, and is inducted in Cooperstown. And I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to get his rookie card from Bowman in buyback format. This was $6 with free shipping. And tied to this, I should have actually dragged it out for the video. I actually have his 1990 Topps Archive Signature Series autographed rookie card buyback that I got from my buddy Ken over at Ken's Cardboard. And coming all around full circle, sent Ken some cards recently myself. So great Larry Walker there. And then the final card, I found this one on Sport Lots. But growing up here in New England and specifically in Connecticut, I live in Rhode Island now, but grew up in Connecticut. So heard a lot and read a lot about Mark Twain. And I was able to find this mini from 2007 Allen and Ginter. And I just love the look of this card. This is an early Allen and Ginter as far as the rebranding goes. That set started in 2006. So this is in just the second year of Allen and Ginter. But the reason I snatched this up, it was available for $5 on Sport Lots. And this Twain is the bazooka back, hand numbered to 25. And they've replaced the tobacco, the cigarette or the pipe, I should say, with a bubble. And old planter here is blowing a bubble on the back of the bazooka backs. These started in the first Allen and Ginter set back in 2006. They continue to this day. Really dig that parallel. And for $5, I could not resist the author of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and all those other great novels that I read as a kid. So Mark Twain, gonna finish it off for today's video. Those are some budget pickups for the month. $10 or less, again, just showing that you can have fun in the hobby at any budget. More importantly, coming around here, if you are interested in trading with Leo, again, check out those cards that are available and hit me up via email. That's going to be a wrap for today. Really appreciate your time. Till next time, take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody. See ya.